Season 4 of Dragon Ball Fighterz has been confirmed, so why not make another character concept? This time I'll be looking at the latest Dragon Ball Super antagonist, Granolah the Survivor. Admittedly, this is an unlikely choice. If Moro isn't in any Dragon Ball game yet, Granolah surely won't be, but this is just a fun idea. Before I start, at this point we're only at chapter 80 in the manga and chapter 72 in the coloured manga, so Granolah may have more fitting moves in later chapters, but this is all I have to work with for now. Because we don't have many coloured chapters, some images will be coloured, but some others will be black and white. Anyways, let's get into it. I couldn't think of much for his intro or outro, but for his intro I was thinking he says something to the camera before powering up and assuming his fighting stance, whereas for his outro I was thinking he whips his scarf back before looking at the camera and saying something cool. For his light auto combo, he starts out with this finger poke attack before delivering a kick upwards, and for the third hit he dashes into them with this punch. His jumping light is this punch, which is followed by his jumping medium, and then his jumping heavy is this kick, which I see working like UI Goku's jumping heavy. As for Granolah's low light, there isn't much to find, but if you squint, this kick looks like he's hitting low, so I think this is the best I've got. Moving on to his ground ki blasts, I had to go with his iconic finger gun blast. He uses it quite a lot, so I'm thinking he fires around 3 or 4 straight forwards. If you're crouching and you use this ki blast, he'll fire a beam upwards, and if he uses blast in the air, he'll fire a beam downwards. For his reflect, there are 2 options. He has a basic swipe like most characters, or he has something similar to Beerus, where he just puts his hand out with this purple looking effect, and it just completely nullifies the attack. I think the second choice is a lot cooler, but if we're going in terms of likelihood, I'll probably just go with the swipe. For his standing medium, I've got this kick, because I think it looks cool, and this is the best I could find for his low medium. I chose this to be his standing heavy, and this to be his down heavy on the ground. For his down heavy in the air, I found 2 options. There's this kick that I just think looks pretty cool, or there's this blast that he fires to send the opponent upwards. I think both are cool, but the blast would be more unique to him, so I have to go with that one. Moving on to his specials, the first one is Aim Assist with quarter circle forwards and the special button, where Granolah charges up to this blast like a bow and arrow and fires it forwards. It's like 21's detonation ball in terms of its damage and impact, but Granolah's tracks the opponent's position on the screen when he fires, so you have to be ready for it. It can only be used on the ground, however. If you use quarter circle forwards in the air, Granolah will use Survivor's Storm, where he will shoot a lot of ki blasts down at an angle, similar to Gotenks or Super Saiyan Vegeta specials. For his quarter circle backwards and the special button, he's got Cerulean's Shield. It's a counter attack. When he gets hit, he will retaliate with this beam. This move is ground only. Vital Point is his quarter circle forwards with an attack button. Granolah will dash forwards and stun the enemy, before quickly following up with a punch that knocks him back. It's possible to cancel the punch and follow the stun with your own combo. This move is ground only. If you use the Vital Point input in the air, you'll get a different special called the Strongest Strike, where Granolah spins towards the opponent before hitting him down. It behaves very similar to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's wheel kick in the air. His last special is Devastating Dance, with quarter circle backwards and an attack button. It's a command grab, but it has a bit more range than most as he uses his scarf. He slams the opponent on the ground a few times before throwing him to the other side of the screen. This move is ground only. Moving on to his supers, the first one is Dragon's Gift, with quarter circle forwards and the right bumper, where Granolah uses a move similar to Frieza's auto combo or Cell's telekinesis attack. I'm leaning more towards Cell's as it only hits a set distance, but it is unblockable if it hits the opponent. If it hits, Granolah lifts the opponent up before exploding them. It's a level 1 and can also be done in the air. The initial hit just goes downwards. The aerial one can be blocked though. His second super is another level 1, called Stealthy Sniper, which can be activated using quarter circle forwards and right trigger. It behaves very similar to Piccolo's special beam cannon, where you teleport around the opponent before hitting them with a sniper beam. It can only be used on the ground. Lastly, his level 3, the Strongest Resolve. With quarter circle backwards and the right bumper or trigger, Granolah pours all of his power into one concentrated blast and fires it forward. It can only be used on the ground. There we have it, my moveset concept for Granolah in Fighterz. What did you think? Do you agree or disagree with my choice? I'm super excited for Season 4 and what characters are coming. I really want to see PyCon, by the way, but who do you want to see? Let me know. Anyway, that's all from me. See ya.